27 here, bringing you Bleach, chapter 553, Frozen Cross. So the chapter begins with Daigo and Hyoimaru breaking off of Cang Du's back, well, only a part of it. And then when you see Toshiro, he gets a part of his bankai back all of a sudden. How does that work? I mean, I know that if you hollify the bankai, the Quincy's that stole the bankai will be poisoned, I guess you could say, because hollows are poison to the Quincy's, I get that, but how did the bankai come back to Toshiro? I mean, was it because if part of it gets broken off from the Quincy, it has nowhere to go back to, so it just goes back to the original user because, you know, since portion of the soul or the bankai was hollified, they still connect and maybe they go back. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to the Bleach expert, like Tekken 101 or something. Anyway, Cang Du has like no idea what just happened. So then we cut back to BG-9. They looked like he was trying to assimilate Soi Fong. He was trying to gather more data about her and probably more on the shinigami, you know, before she died. But before he could gather even more data, Omaida actually came in and grabbed Soi Fong away from BG-9. Now, Omaida gave the black pill to Soi Fong, which, you know, according to Ohara, if you touch the pill, it will be absorbed into your soul and it will like hollify. It will be partially hollified. That and your bankai. So since he touched it, the soul didn't absorb into his soul, which I think this might be a possibility that Omaida doesn't have a bankai because he touched the pill and that pill would have been absorbed into his soul. So that means that it didn't absorb into his soul because Omaida doesn't have a bankai, which kind of relieved and kind of disappointed me in a way. Then again, what would his bankai be? BG-9 has no idea what they're saying because the explosion kind of like, apparently according to him, his audio receptors decreased in sensitivity because of the explosion. I don't know like what happened. He like tilted back, and I guess it was because the hollified bankai was starting to interfere with his bodily functions. So, but then again, we didn't see BG-9 use Soi Fong's bankai, which I think is because even if they stole the bankai, even if they didn't activate it from the medallion, then their body would still be affected either way. So Soi Fong, even though up close explosion, she's still alive. Well, barely. Her body is pretty burnt up and bruised. So she activates her bankai, Jakurai Koben. BG-9 has no idea how she got her bankai back. She says to him, I'll give you an up-close and personal look at it. Maybe then you'll be able to reach a conclusion. Soi Fong launches the rocket missile towards BG-9 and then massive explosion, boom. Then again, we do not know whether BG-9 is officially dead or not until we actually see his body. Now back with Cang Du, it seems that during the time that they stole their bankai and up till now, they were able to use it and master it. So Cang Du attacks with his those iron claws he has and uses them to unleash an ice attack towards Toshiro, but it was deflected somehow. I mean, it was like heading towards him and then boop, like that. Like he has like some sort of invisible shield or something. Toshiro told him that you can't use brute force because an attack aimed at himself would never connect. Okay, I'll buy it, why not? So instead of using his iron claws, he decides to kick him, but that created a special ice shield to protect Toshiro. Cang Du didn't really understand about bankais. He doesn't understand that bankais have a soul or a will of its own. So then I think, I couldn't tell like what really happened in those last two panels, but it looks like Cang Du decided to kick him again, except he decides to launch him up in the air or something. I'm not sure. So Cang Du tries to go up into the air with Toshiro and tries to attack him again. And Toshiro says, are you implying that a bankai is devoid of a soul and will? And he hears a voice which belonged to Hyoimaru, and it says, yes, it seems he is. And then Toshiro said that he hasn't heard that voice in a while. And it says, welcome back, Hyoimaru. And now Toshiro gets his full bankai back. And we see Hyoimaru, the Zanpakuto spirit, which is kind of weird because in the manga, the only Zanpakuto spirit we've ever seen, aside from Zangetsu, was Hyoimaru and Zabimaru. We've never seen anyone else's Zanpakuto spirits. But then the Zanpakuto spirit filler arc came into fruition, so yeah, if you want to see other people's Zanpakuto spirits, watch that in the anime. So now that Toshiro does have his bankai back, it looks different. it kind of looks like his original self, except this time it's more hollified because of the black pills. Plus, you even get to see like I think it looks like a hollow eye encasing one of his. Like the panel with the new hollified Bankai and seeing the Hyorinmaru Zanpakuto spirit and the ice dragon looks pretty cool in this one. So which is kind of weird because I mean Soi Fong got her Bankai back right away, but with Hyorinmaru he only got a part of it and then now he got full Bankai back. How does that work with the pill? I'm not sure. Maybe it differs from each Bankai or something. I don't know. So Cang Du noticed that the Bankai was completely disappeared from him, so he decides to attack. He uses a technique called the Sheijin Zao, where he puts his hands together like this with the iron claws that he has. And by the way, Sheijin Zao is snake force claws in English, and it forms what looks like a Ryatsu snake thing. I couldn't really tell. It was about to attack Toshiro, but we didn't actually get to see what the attack can do because in the end, Toshiro freezes Cang Du in a giant cross made of ice. And the chapter ends with Cang Du completely encased in that, and Toshiro saying, "My apologies for not making it a pentagram for you." So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 553. What did I think? Well, I did like this chapter. I thought it was pretty good. You know, as much as we've seen all the times with the sternritters actually owning the shinigami, it's kind of nice to see the shinigamis actually going into the counter-offensive now. Now, I'm not sure if BG-9 is dead. It would be completely suck if BG-9 would completely die just like that from one attack from Jakuyo Raikoben. I hope not, because I don't know, I thought BG-9 was kind of cool. I want to learn more about him. I mean, like, is he really an android or robot? I just want to see more about him. Cang Du, well, I wanted to see more of the iron, you know, like why he's called the iron, but I guess not because he's frozen. But then again, Haibel was frozen, and when she got out of the ice, she was okay. So I'm not going to count out Cang Du at the moment, but if Cang Du is really dead, then that is a complete cop-out, honestly. Because I want to see like more what he could have done. Then again, in the previous chapter, he should have let Bazz-b finish Toshiro off. And I know some of you guys hate Toshiro, but sorry guys, Toshiro survived. I guess the reason why he survived from that burning finger level 2 is because of, I don't know, I guess Hyorinmaru encased the wound in ice or something, I don't know. But since his Bankai is hollified, hollows are poison to Quincy, so maybe Cang Du is really dead. I don't know, but it'd be kind of disappointing if he's like dead just like that. It was so quick. I mean, I want to see more like what he can do. I want to see more of what the iron can do, but I guess not. But maybe this is actually a good opportunity for seeing the shinigamis actually go on the counteroffensive now. Since, you know, we've seen the sternritters owning the shinigami, now it's their turn. I hope it doesn't really end with the shinigami and the Espadas clashing in the Fake Karakura Town arc. You know, where all the Espadas are dead and all the shinigami survived. I hope it doesn't end up like that. Because the sternritters are more of a threat than the Espadas were. Hell, they're even more of a threat than Aizen. Yobak wants to get shit done. Aizen just wants to toy around with Ichigo's high school friends. We'll probably see more of the shinigami going to have the upper hand against the sternritters. I don't know. I hope this isn't really the end of BG-9 and Cang Du, because if Cang Du died just like that, that kind of sucks. Then again, there's still the matter of Bazz-b and the other sternritters. Still want to know what's going on between Hashvalt and Shinsui, but I don't know if we'll ever get to that. So, you know, overall, I thought it was pretty nice seeing the shinigami owning the sternritters now. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 553. I'm going to respond 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.